coffee time. My dreamy friend, it's coffee time. Let's listen to some jazz and rhyme.
So, good morning, Europe, from Team Australia, from ESC Daily. It's the first morning coffee we are producing this week. Of course, Chief Editor Stefan Gorkum is here. How do you drink your coffee?
Lots of sugar, lots of milk for me. I'm not really used to drinking coffee yet, but when it's Eurovision, we're all tired and we have to get used to it.
Yeah, and one of our female team members is also here, our colleague from the USA, Jill.
Hi.
It's allowed not to drink coffee for you, so you have tea.
Yes, I have tea.
So, to cut to the chase. Yesterday, first day of rehearsals here in Vienna. What was the most outstanding country for you, Jill?
The most outstanding?
Yeah?
I was surprised by how good Greece was on stage. Didn't expect that.
Yeah, I mean for Greece, for me too. I think before the competition, I was kind of speculating a little bit on them maybe finally not to qualify for once. Greece always qualified so far, but now we've seen why, because they have the ability, even when their song is not that outstanding as it isn't this year, I think, to lift it up with amazing staging. Yeah, I was really surprised by that.
There have been a lot of talks about Armenia before the contest. Now we have seen them for real. During the press conference, no comments about the political theme behind the song. But if we put that aside, how did they do, Steve?
Well, I mean, they have 6 very different vocalists, and I think these are 6 people with different types of voices, different vocal abilities too. We heard that during the rehearsals. I'm not convinced by each of them individually, but
Australian Mary Jean was good.
Yeah, she did really well. Yeah, she was one of the better ones, but altogether, I have to wait for the second rehearsal. It looked a bit empty to me, and they have this moment halfway the song where they're trying to put this genealogy thing into the picture where they show a map on the ground, and then they like spread out to where they come from. At this point, from what I've seen yesterday, I don't think that's gonna come across to we know the story, but the people at home don't know it that well. I'm not sure whether it's gonna come across.
So you are living in Hungary now. We will talk about the Hungarian rehearsal that we will see today, later on. Originally you are from the Netherlands, so I will leave Treintje Oosterhuis apart from you. As Dutch citizen, Jill from the USA, how did you look at Treintje, her dress, her overall performance?
Well, the song isn't that spectacular. It's a little bit flat, but it's still a good song. So maybe the dress was trying to add a little something to the performance. If, I don't know. She'll need to change something because it's much like Greece now at this point. So
You're from the States. Is Macedonia, to leave yesterday behind us, to say goodbye to yesterday, is Macedonia a song in a genre that's not typical European, maybe more American?
maybe. I guess that's why they added Blackstreet as the backing vocals, trying to maybe capitalize on that idea, but I don't think that worked that well. It might have been the performance though.
Can you tell me a little bit more about these people? Because I was wondering, I had no idea who Blackstreet were, and then they just appear on stage behind
Both too
that.
young.
Yeah, maybe. But like, you're from the US. Can you tell me who they are?
I don't actually know that much. I know they're popular on the radio right now, and they have a few hit songs. But besides that, I'm not.
It's from the 90s, so it's like it's
Yeah.
before our time.
Yeah.
Dennis, you should know them.
They had one major hit with No Diggity,
Yeah,
so that's why people know it. Today, which country has the highest expectations for you before we see the rehearsal, Steve?
Well, that's difficult. I guess from the countries that are going to come up today, the one that I would think has the best chance to do well in the competition is Russia. That's also a country that always manages to do something, to make something out of nothing. I think they already have something in their hands this year, because their song, although maybe not original, is, if you do it in that genre, in that power ballad kind of thing, I think this is perfect. This is the way to do it. They have a singer who I expect a lot from. She's a famous star in a big country. So that might do really well. And of course I'm looking forward to Hungary because I've been following the Hungarian pre-selection. It's the country where I live right now. I know Boggy for a while now, and I really like that entry. So
They
I'm
are
looking
really
forward
low
to that
at the bookmakers.
Yeah,
which is
true.
for you. We talked before we taped this. Quite surprised.
For me, that's surprising, yes, because to be honest, when I was following the Hungarian pre-selection and I saw Boggy perform in the first round, so there were still 30 songs to be chosen from, I told the Hungarian delegation members that were there backstage that, like, if I would have to choose one of these songs in a 27-country final that you're gonna have this year, like a long final, you're gonna need a song that stands out from all the others, that people are gonna remember no matter what happens after that or before that. And I think Wars for Nothing is a very quiet song, so especially if it has a draw with like a lot of power and a lot of beat around it, you're gonna remember that because it's so pure, it's so simple, it's just a guitar and a couple of voices, and I think that might do really well. I cannot really explain their low scores with the bookmakers, but yeah.
So Jill, we will also see you on ESC Daily. Steve will do a live blog. People can follow that so they stay up to date with everything that's happening in Vienna. Together with Mihalis, you will show us what it's like to work in the press conference, to be in the city. Can you explain that show?
Well, it's called the Eurovision Experience, and me and Mihalis go around and give you a preview of what it's like to be backstage and as a journalist here. And these first 2 days we're filming, like picking up the accreditations and just settling into the Eurovision life for 2 weeks.
So enjoy your day,
Yeah,
and
thank you.
stay tuned to escdaily.com.
All right, thanks.